Okay, and we are live. Hello. Hi, Kat and Eva. How are you guys? And hi to Bex, the Novel Nana. Say hi.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everybody.
And yeah, I feel like I'm out of practice. I don't know why.
Okay.
I'm just having an off day for some reason. Anyway, let's see. You are my guest. Do you want to do your intro?
Okay.
Like?
I'm Bex, Becky Sowles. Most of you know me as the Novel Nana, my channel on YouTube. I am a writer. I write mostly in the suspense or psychological thriller genres. Occasionally, I dabble in other genres. I write poems. I'm an INFJ on the MBTI, and I'm a Nana who loves all things creative. And at the moment, I am unpublished, but hoping soon that will change. Happy to be here.
Cool. And I'm Heather Dewey Pettit, and I am I'm a writer, editor, and sometime artist. Let's see. As a writer, I guess I could say author. I am working on my first book. It is a young adult fantasy that has Celtic themes, and as an editor, I basically have been a freelance writer and editor for approximately 20 years. Let's see. Currently, I specialize in copy editing and proofreading for independent authors and sometimes publishers too. And okay, and we have people. Here. What else was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say though. Oh, I just went to my con over the past weekend, which is called Necronomicon Tampa. And I actually made a video on, was it Friday? Was it Friday? Anyway, Thursday and Friday, I put together a video about it and posted that Friday. I think I posted it Friday morning. So yeah, and that was really interesting, and it's always fun seeing people that I know and all of that stuff. And yeah, it went basically all right. It was just really different because it was online. So yeah. So anyway, thank you for being here. I saw more people come in, like the pronoun I, and hello, Charlie Dorsett. Hello.
Yeah, I've been welcoming everyone. I'm saying hello.
Say that again.
I said I was trying to welcome everybody, saying hi.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That is helpful. A lot of us popped in over from Meadows Stream. Hi, Stephanie. That is fine. Thank you. I got 7 people here.
Lucky number 7.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Is that for health reasons or money reasons or both? Because I know that those both can be a thing. That is currently my son's favorite restaurant, and that's saying something because it's usually something else. Cracker Barrel. They're not here, so Cracker Barrel. If I say it, he'll just be talking about it for an hour. But they have toys. So. Bank account. Bank account is, I understand that.
I
It's been
can't see the people here.
See, what did you say?
I
Beth?
said, I'm not seeing where it says how many people are here, and I don't know if it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
my or what.
It's on my end. Yeah, it's on my end. Yeah, now it's 8.
Yay!
Yeah,
Moving on up.
I am. Well, one night, and Charlie Dorsett will tell you, one night it was like 13. This was a couple weeks before my birthday, I guess, and I was like, "What? Double digits?" I was like semi panicking, going, how do I do this?" That was funny. And so I made him I gave him a blue wrench.
Yeah, I wanted to do a live stream. I still haven't quite learned how yet, so I'm still working on it, trying to figure it out. But that's one of my fears too, is that I would go live and like crickets. You know what I mean? Like nobody would show up.
Yeah. It's only happened like once for me, so.
The good thing about it
Only
is,
once. That's not too bad, I guess.
the funny thing is, even
But
if
early on.
the funny thing is, if no one showed up, it would still be okay because I know that there would be some that would watch it on replay. So it's all
Yeah,
good.
that's true. That's true. A little nerve-wracking when you're first starting out, though. I understand. But
I will learn how to do it one day, but for now, I'm just really happy that I get invited to co-host and stuff like that. Just makes my day because then I don't have to. All I have to do is talk and say hi. So it's great.
excuse me.
Don't start that yawning. You'll have yawning.
No, I think that was well, I ate dinner not too long ago.
Oh, that wasn't a yawning, guys.
Why I did that, I don't know. My boys had made dinner, so I wanted to encourage my son. So wanted to encourage the kid because it was really the bulk of it was him. So I wanted to encourage him.
I would be proud if my kids cooked for me because neither one of my kids can cook. It's so sad.
Excuse me. My kid loves to cook. Actually, if you ask him what he wants to be for, when he grows up, he will probably say either a firefighter or he'll say a baker. He means a baker or chef. Anything. He wants to work in a restaurant.
Right.
So we'll see how that happens. We'll see if that happens or not. But right now he's kind of being. Oh, it's a long story, but he goes to a special needs school, so he's starting to train him for certain things in their transition thing that they have there. But anyway, it's a long story, but they're working on getting him a job at a Publix as a stocker.
That's awesome.
Essentially. So yeah. I think he would do really well with that. But one other thing before we really get started, folks, is go Lightning.
Right?
I had to do it, right? Because we won. We won. We won the cup. So yeah, we won the big. My husband was so excited last night; he was beside himself.
Right on.
Because again, not only
is it out, so I'm having to read.
Not only is he a huge hockey fan, he's a Lightning fan, and he works at at the where they play. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Let me see. Let me see here. Let's see. Let me see what I can find for. Go ahead and get rid of something so I can.
Heather, I want to let you know that my internet right now is acting up. So if I get booted off, I will be back. Just check the backstage, because I was like forever waiting on Meadow to let me in because my internet is acting up. I will always come back, I promise. I will always come back.
That actually, yeah, that actually happened to me over the weekend at my con. Great.
I just wanted to
That's what I always wanted.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that if it happens, it's only because my internet's acting up. It's not like I've abandoned you, but I will come back. I promise.
I understand. No worries. I'm still getting a timer set up, Eva. So. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. Let's see here. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, there was a lot going on over the weekend. I had my con going on, plus I had this other distraction in that my sister-in-law's father had a medical issue, and they live like about an hour and a half away, approximately, and so I had family coming into town, and I was like, oh, but I have. It was just everything at once, so it was kind of a strange weekend. So. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to see any of that family yet or not, but we'll see how it goes. We can start talking about. It's a little bit after 7, but we were a little bit behind, so we don't have to start. I was going to say sprinting it just yet. If we want to wait for Eva, let's see what's going on here. Oh, Charlie's premiere is happening. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay. His premiere is starting. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Let's see. Kat or anybody else? Does anybody have any input on the timer? What does everybody think? Bex, I'm not sure if you're aware that you're muted again.
Yeah, I'm taking a phone call right now.
For some reason, I don't know. No worries. I didn't know if you knew. So, But wasn't that fun earlier talking about all that stuff on Meadows stream? That was an interesting conversation. What would you like? 20?
Yeah, I would say do a 20 at least. That's a good
Okay.
yeah.
It does seem to be a good length of time for most people. Sorry about my phone. I forgot to silence it. Yeah, I should do that. It is right here on the stand, so if anything important happens, I will know. So let's see. Okay, let's do that. All right, I'm gonna make sure my door is closed all the way. My guys are coming in from walking the dog. So, alrighty. Thank you, Kat. That's nice. Yeah. Can you guys hear that? Of course. Here we go, folks. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, Bex?
Yes, absolutely.
Would you like?
Great.
Okay. Here we go. And I'll say something. In 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Let's unmute myself too. Okay. What did everybody do? What did everybody do? I was going through some pictures of some things that need to go. Well, they have something to do with the little announcement I have to make.
I'm
How did you
excited.
Charlie's here.
I'm here. I premiered a video and talked to Tessa. For anybody who wasn't there, Tessa may be out of the hospital on the 1st. So hopefully everything goes well and she's not on oxygen anymore. So we all have high hopes.
Okay. Yeah. So looking at comments, deja vu. Yeah. Oh no, we lost her again.
She was having all kinds of trouble on Meadows stream earlier. I can't speak today. My English not so good, which is fun because today's a recording day. So, do you know how many retakes I've had to do today?
Done with talking. Hooray for Tessa, for sure. Let's do that first. First of all, yes, yay. Okay, so now it's in all caps, so maybe I should reply to this. So okay.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a great idea, Kat. Sorry, I got distracted. That's a great idea, Kat. Reset your Wi-Fi. So okay. When I was getting set up for my con last weekend, in seeing all these other artists who, most of them, instead of putting their photos of their art on the Discord channel where they were putting it for the con, there were a lot of people with Etsy shops, and I just kept thinking. I've been thinking about creating an Etsy shop for the last couple of years because people were kind of recommending it. So guess what I did? I started an Etsy shop. I'm just barely starting it, so don't get too excited yet. But
I'll get as excited as I want to.
But yeah, it's coming. I was just looking through some pictures because not yet, because I've only got one thing listed, and the picture does not really show what the product is. So I want to wait until I get a better picture on it. So I'm exactly in the middle of that today. That's what I was working on today, and it took me long. And anyway, it's just time consuming. I love that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I hope.
Have you tried turning it off and then back on again?
Did you do that, Bex? Did you try restarting your router or whatever you have?
Because we just did a rewatch of Wizards, Tales of Arcadia, and they very clearly explain that all of this technology is powered by little witch spells that sometimes glitch, and they have to be turned off and back on again so the power will flow through them properly. So
I love that idea. I read a short story a while back. It had something to do with what was it? It was some kind of magical creature, and I think it was small, and it had something to do with electricity. That's all I remember.
The only
thank you so
electricity
much.
creature.
Yeah.
The only electricity creature I can think of is the Raiju from Japanese mythology, because it's basically a living lightning ball. They're lightning dogs. It's the only one that comes like clearly to my mind.
I think they pulled a lot. I interrupted.
You interrupted nothing. It's your stream. All I have to say is, will there be mermaids?
There will be mermaids eventually. I started with something just smaller, but something that seems to fit very well. Quickly. Did that work?
Are you here?
No,
Are
not
you with
Heather.
us?
Oh, there we go. Yay.
Now with 100% more Nana.
Yes. I'm having issues. I'm always having issues.
Okay, so am I.
You just need to beat the internet with a stick. It doesn't understand anything but that.
I'm losing the battle of wits with my internet. I feel the same.
Yes, it is, Eva. He published all kinds of short stories. That's what got him started. And he also, I mean, since he was, since he was young, since he was a teenager, back when most people weren't publishing as teenagers.
My favorite quote from Stephen King came from one of his early short stories.
Oh yeah.
I would not say that I was a disgrace to all of mankind if I told you that I ran, but I will let you know that I did not walk.
Oh,
I love that so much.
I do too. That's great.
Wow. Yeah, he has some really great lines. I don't know. Well, yeah, well, yes, because there's still, help me out here, Charlie. Fantasy and science fiction, isn't that the name of it?
Yes.
The short magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And then Asimov's science fiction, that's still around, isn't that right?
That's still around. That's still around. I think Ellery Queen is still publishing.
Okay, that's good.
I know Analog is still publishing.
I'm sorry?
Analog is also still publishing.
Is Analog still? Okay. My brother used to read that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to. Those are definitely some things that I want to get back into. And Eva is asking, beat what with a what? Oh yeah, her internet.
Beat the internet with a stick.
Yes.
It's one of those rules. You don't feed the trolls and you beat the internet with a stick. You just hit it until it does what you tell it to do because it's naughty and it knows what it did.
Like our old TVs when we were kids. You just
yes. Exactly.
I was looking for a place to like, okay, never mind. I won't say that because that just wouldn't sound right. Never mind. Think about Nintendo, like the old Nintendos, you know, where you had to like take out the little cartridge.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say it.
You had to blow the lint out of it.
Thank you. I wasn't going to say it.
Oh, honey, I have no shame. I'll say all the things. Eva, most print magazines don't stay in business if they have less than 1 million in circulation, because the economics of printing the magazines just doesn't add up. So I would assume that any of those that are still out would be somewhere around there if they're not struggling or being subsidized by some other resource.
Right. No, I had a friend who I was going to help her with some stuff. And I think she was the owner of it. Yeah, she was the owner of this magazine and would sell it. because she just couldn't.
Sorry, guys.
That's right.
Good grief.
But we had to sell it because she just couldn't do it.
Because I've seen math where you can do it at about 500,000 for a print magazine, but because it's all about circulation and ads, because the actual price that you pay at the newsstand, for the most part, pays for the printing and the shipping costs.
Mm.
And it's the ads that actually pay for the writers and the editors and the art and everything else.
Yeah.
So
I do think Mad Magazine is still printed. At least the last time I went into Barnes & Noble, like probably a year and a half ago.
I know Cracked isn't anymore, but they know what they did. And I do think that Mad is still doing stuff.
But I think Eva understands me.
As far as, is that for those listed as physically printed only? Yeah. Because that's one of the issues that the comic book industry had, is that the cost of publication really doesn't stack up well, because having to actually pay for the ink and the machines and all the transportation. And they were so afraid to go digital because that would, cut off a potential revenue source for them. But there are more that are starting to do it in the ether. But I personally don't think that anybody has cracked the online magazine yet, or its equivalent. So if you have ideas, do share, because that would be an amazingly miraculous thing.
All the words.
Whoa. Oh. Where?
I ran an online publication, like a blog site, for about 7 years in the mid 2000s. And the problem with that is it depends on how you're wanting to make money. There wasn't like a Patreon and things like that where people would just donate and purchase, like join for memberships. That wasn't a big thing back then when I was running it. And ad revenues for websites are so low, the CPMs. That's why when you go to a blog now, it's got like 5,000 ads on the page and 3 pop-ups and everything, because they're literally making fractions of a penny. I mean, like tiny fractions of a penny for each one of those ads, because the bottom just fell out of the market for ad prices. So revenue models are really a hard thing when you're doing online.
Oh.
And that's why memberships are the thing right now.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. That's an interesting question. Stevie.
Oh, I don't know, but that would be a really interesting thing to know the answer to.
Yeah, seriously. And hi, Devin. How are you?
Hello, Kevin, my brother from another.
I want to set up like a magazine with recurring articles. Making money would be from links. Right.
That's actually that's a really good market. That's a really good way to do it. You have to make sure that, especially if you're doing Amazon affiliate links, they do not like to give you affiliate money if you live in a state that taxes affiliate income, because that makes them liable for sales tax in your state, and they don't want to pay that. So I was doing that. That's one of the reasons why we stopped doing the blogs, because Amazon shut off the entire state of Missouri. No one in the state of Missouri was, at least then, allowed to make money off of affiliate links to any of their stuff. And that dried up our income because we were primarily making our money off of affiliate links. So check your state and make sure that that is a thing that you can do, because I haven't looked into their policies in a while. Okay.
Yeah, they have a huge facility here in quite near Me in Florida. Always hiring, huh? Whoa, jumped again. Okay. I'm sorry, Devin.
It's the gremlins. They're hungry today.
I guess so. Several times? Okay.
Seriously, is that the answer that Google had? No, I want to Google it.
Yeah, are you talking about the Mad Magazine and The Simpsons, Stevie? I think.
Yeah.
Oh. Go get a snack. Go get a snack. We can talk for a couple minutes before we do another sprint. And hopefully during this next sprint, it won't kick somebody out.
Oh, we all know who
It's
that
pick
somebody.
me because
Knock on wood. Oh, I have real wood too. My art desk. It's real wood. Yay.
Knock on
Wait,
it. Knock
Gary.
on it, please.
Oh wait, Barry is in the salon. Okay. Sorry. I must be tired.
We all the hope I can get. So knock on everything.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, fascinating. That sounds really interesting, Eva.
because I was talking about that app, that CoStar app, because I love how it just like makes me feel really small and tiny because it just says the worst things to me. And no, I don't want to talk to Kevin today. Stop telling me that.
Must talk to Kevin. Absolutely. You have to. It's been told you over and over. It's a must.
Apparently, I can only reach Nirvana if I become really good friends with Grapefry because it keeps telling me that.
Wow, that's too funny.
Like, she is my Nirvana. She will lead me to Nirvana. And if I don't become good friends with her, then I will lead a miserable life. And it tells you that. And I just love an astrology app that just reads you.
Right? Too funny.
I have not had a chance to do that.
Yeah, I haven't got to watch that yet.
Yeah, me neither. I have so many videos to catch up on. Like, my watch list is like probably close to 200 videos right now. It's ridiculous. But I've had grandbabies for like ever. So this is the first week that I won't have the grandbabies. So I'm super stoked. I mean, not about not having grandbabies, but I'm super stoked about being able to sit down and watch and catch up because I've missed everybody so much.
I've just been in like virtual lockdown for the last like 2 days because I'm like, this video is going to get done. It is going to get done. I can't really do anything else. Oh, wait, Meadow needs a co-host. Okay, I can do that. Oh, Heather needs a but look, it's already premiered, so I can be here without guilt. But
right. I have to catch up on 3 of the anthology of Orla's. I've got to catch up on 3 of those. And I'm so excited because they're all so good. Like, I loved listening to them. So I've got to catch up on 3 of those. And then as soon as October hits, oh gosh, I'm going to be so incredibly busy because I'm trying out. I've never vlogged before. So I'm going to try that for like vlogging my progress for the Preptober, the month of October. I'm going to try that out and see how it goes. So I'm not sure if it's going to have any like interest or whatever, but I'm definitely going to try to vlog, but we'll just have to see how it goes. And then of course I'll be, having to deal with family stuff always and trying to figure out all this tech stuff. So I got a lot going on.
If I can give you one piece of advice from my weird experiments with vlogging, turn all of the image stabilizers on that you can, because I finally was a good person and recorded an entire week's worth of video for a vlog. And then when I put it in my computer, it crashed from trying to stabilize the shaky video.
Oh no. Well, I have.
So it was completely unusable.
I'm not sure exactly yet how to vlog. Like I do have, sometimes I will just set the little guys. I'm like so old fashioned here. I've got like a camcorder, like a legit old camcorder. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna be doing my vlogs on. So I'm just gonna set it somewhere.
I treat mine like a captain's log, like at the end of my day, because or some to certain times during the day when I need to do supplementals, like this is today, this is what I did today, and like people seem to like them. I don't know, but like, I enjoy.
Yeah, I'll set it out, but I'm gonna try because like I had a couple of people tell me that hey, you need to try this, you need to try vlogging. So I'm gonna give it a go, but I may not be the right person to vlog because I'm a chatty Cathy guy. So mine may end up being like way too long, and people are like, just shut up,
Honey, I don't like having my camera turned on, so mine's literally audio files that I do slideshows over.
If I knew how to do that, I would still do that.
And I like that actually. I like that idea.
I cringe.
I've seen it.
So I'm just saying, if I can figure out how to vlog, anybody can figure it out. Because
right, Heather, do you?
It's just I film myself, but do I edit and upload? Do I get around to it? Not always. Not always. I have stuff. I have so much on my phone. You have no idea.
I do. I don't know.
Don't often get around to finishing editing video.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
What would be better for me is doing the other thing like I did last week.
I don't know how to edit at all, so I have no idea how much.
I did film myself this morning walking the dog for a little bit, just with thoughts and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how to edit at all, so mine is going to be like all of the
actually
stuff.
pretty easy. In iMovie anyway, on my phone. But it is. I have done it before in the software I have on my computer though. It's just a basic one. So.
Yeah, I don't know how to edit at all. So like I said,
it's kind of a matter of clicking and deleting, and it's yeah.
just remember Controller Command B, because that's generally the same in every bit of software for video editing. That means cut it here. Cut this into two here.
And the software that's on my computer is so basic. It's kind of like the camera that's on my computer. It's really fuzzy if I go like this.
Technology scares me. Like I don't know how to edit or anything. I don't know how to do all the stuff. I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm trying to learn. And so if you guys do watch the vlogs, I apologize in advance because I don't know how to edit. I'll be lucky to get the daggum things uploaded. So I just, bear with me. I will figure it out eventually. Is anyone else doing NaNoWriMo or doing the Preptober?
I am doing both, yes.
I think I am. At least NaNoWriMo, what I might do is just a you know what I kind of want to do is to do a plan with me. Possibly.
Oh, so watch that.
And I'm gonna do it, and I think I will probably, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because at least it's something I can say, oh look, and you can look at the thing, and don't look at me, just look at my planner. Not that it's the most on earth, but whatever.
I've got to learn how to do that with my bullet journal because I do try to upload like one bullet journal video every Saturday, or the first Saturday every month. And I don't know how to lift up the book or position the camera so it's a still shot or something. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, there are ways you can do it. I've seen people,
Tripods.
yeah, tripods, but
Actually,
especially,
Gorilla Pods work really well.
yeah, and they can be expensive, but there's smaller ones. Excuse me. There are smaller ones, and there's some off-brand ones though, so you kind of have to watch and just make sure it's pretty sturdy, basically. But I had gotten this thing, Charlie, that I talked about, or I guess it was earlier today. This thing I'd picked up at, I don't know if you can see it, at Walmart. The only thing about it is that it doesn't do what I really want to do.
Oh man.
It goes up like this, so you can view it from, when you're standing, and it will tilt a little bit. I know, and I love tripods, and I've had them for years, but I don't have any anymore. I used to. I've had so many tripods over the years. It's crazy.
Most important thing to look for in a tripod is for the universal connectors, because then all of your parts for all of your tripods are interchangeable.
I will have to look into that. I don't want to make people dizzy and stuff, but
that's not this is that if you have a tripod with a ball head on it, it can go to any angle that you want.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yep.
And what's even better is a tripod that has the inside rod, whatever I'm trying to say. I can't say it. That is, what is it? It's reversible.
Yep.
It'll go down. Those are even better because those are really great for doing, say, if you want to take a picture of something even lower than what the camera would be, that's a really great way to go. But again, all of those things they cost some money. Not all of them cost $100, but some of them do, or more, depending on what they're made of and stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it because I know that the high pricey stuff, but I'm hoping that next year I can kind of get more acquainted with technology and build a friendship with it, and maybe then technology will be nice to me. But as of right now, I'm learning as I go, and I know that my channel is like the best, but I'm hoping when I vlog, maybe it won't be so bad. It's a learning curve, so I'll figure it out.
Just remember, the worst vlog you ever do is your first one. It's the same with every creative endeavor. The first one you ever do will be your worst. The next one will be better. The next one will be better.
That's why I say, don't go to my channel and see my first few vlogs. They're awful. Oh, just don't.
I've got to make dinner, so when we go do the next spread,
much better. Like before I started to learn how to edit, from 2017, please don't, just don't. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, there you go. I found one once at Walmart that had an attachment for my phone, but by that time I'd already had such a big phone, it was too heavy for the tripod.
Well, see, that's what I like about that one tripod that we have, because I don't think I've ever spent more than 30 on a tripod, but because it has the nice small stubby legs, I can put it up on a table and it will stay put no matter how heavy the thing I put on top of it is.
Need in terms of that. Yes, I have seen some setups. Like if any of you have ever seen the lady that did, well, anyway, her name is Burgess Taylor, and she does journaling videos mostly. She's also a writer, and she did something for the authortube virtual retreat about writing Bibles. And basically her husband, I think her husband built it. It's a thing that's on one of her desks made out of wood so that she can set her camera right inside it. And it's basically like a bunch of wood and her camera with a hole that her camera sits in. And it's really, really a great solution that they came up with so that they didn't have to use a tripod at the time. So
Interesting.
I guess it was something that they could do and something that they had already and stuff like that.
Right.
I think she still for
Yes.
the over the so she can get shots of her journals and stuff.
Yeah, that would be something I need to look into, definitely.
Yeah, if your husband knows how to build, she has a, where she shows all the stuff she has and stuff. So her studio, actually, she was building a nicer studio. Anyway, that's a wonderful idea, Stevie.
I'm planning on doing an entire season of one of my serials for Nano. At least that's the hope.
Exciting.
That's the hope. Get one completely done.
That would be so cool.
You're kidding.
Story like the Oracle. Is that like the Never-Ending Story Oracle?
Yes, it is. That is the Orin from the Never-Ending Story.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What did you say, Bex?
The Orin from the Never-Ending Story.
Ah.
I got this journal out because this is going to contain my notes on the Hope Punk story that I'm working on. I've been looking for something special to put in my Never-Ending Story journal.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm here for it.
No, I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Eva.
If I can just give you one thing about that, it's the same as writing an action scene. Pick 3 moments that are important to the character and just focus on those. Don't get too locked into description. People get lost in an action scene or in an adult situation scene if there's too much going on. Pick 3 significant moments that get built out and you explain the emotional impact of what's going on in them, and then move on to the rest.
Yes. Less is more, people.
Yes.
I agree.
But that's true for any kind of action sequence that you're doing.
That's a good point. I like
so hopefully that helps you, CB.
That is something that's good to remember. Let's see here. What on that note, talking about writing, who wants a sprint?
If I have to.
Oh, that's not your usual attitude.
Oh no! Like I said, I'm doing as many of these streams as I can because I've kind of I'm in a place where it's just I just want to. It's fall weather out. I just want to run around in the woods and play in the falling leaves.
We just got a whole bunch of rain this afternoon because we're getting a cold front. Woo! It'll be under 70 degrees in the morning. Yay! It's supposed to be like 65 or something.
Yeah, it's been in the 60s all day here today. And the sun's going down and the gloom is coming in, and that's when I come alive.
Okay. 20 again, folks.
That sounds good to me.
let's not knock my phone off. I caught it.
I know the first thing I need to do is go see if I actually made tea, because I remember starting to make tea, but I think I may have just made really hot water.
Well, let's do this so you can check your tea. And 3, 2, 1. Sprint.
Party.
Okay. How did everybody do? What did everybody do?
Stuff.
Yeah. For myself, I said goodnight to my kid and not much else. So, yeah.
I am proud to say that I successfully made hot water flavored with only the freshest elements that could be derived from a tap.
I got homemade Salisbury steaks with mushroom and onion gravy, and I've got biscuits in the oven, and I've got my green beans on top of the stove, and some brown gravy, and all the supper stuff.
I want to go to there.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I did make biscuits over. When was that? Oh, that was last night. I was going to say over the weekend, but last night it was.
That's it. I'm just going to have to make cornbread tonight.
Oh, we had cornbread and fried taters last night. It was yummy.
I need to make cornbread. It's been a long time since I've done that. But when I learned how to make biscuits, I was like, it was like a window opened in my mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because now I can now do it from memory because I was only following one recipe. So, but the way that the recipe was, I like cats comment. But the way the recipe was set up, they said you can use this or this or this, and then for the liquid you can use this or this. So I was like, oh wow, okay. Learning how to do it. I guess I learned how to. I started making them a couple of years ago, so I don't do it very often. But when I do it, I really enjoy it.
I have a weird blockage in my head when it comes to making biscuits. I just tell myself like it's so much work. It's not, but I tell myself that it is.
No, and you just have to force yourself not to pat it and mold it as much as you want to. Do that half as much, and it'll be even better.
But the Ozarks in me is fine with it just being some cornbread.
Let us know how the cornbread goes.
I love making cornbread. I have such a simple recipe. Like it's more like I hope we have all of the ingredients in the house because there's only a couple of them.
Hey, somebody wrote.
Woohoo!
Yay! Potato soup and biscuits. Comfort food. See, this is the time of year, isn't it? Everybody wants comfort food.
Oh, doing it smothered in butter and honey. That sounds so yummy.
Oh no! Wait. Now I want to make a smothered chicken.
Yeah. Mine. I got OBCI, but I have to be so careful with my biscuits because they're whole wheat. So I have to. Yeah, I have to.
They can get tough a bit quick with the whole wheat.
Cat would have asked me to come to my house for dinner. Y'all are so sweet.
That was amazing.
Everybody gets fed at Nana's house.
So good last night. I was very proud of myself. But maybe it was the Irish butter.
See, I really want to start making my own butter again.
Making your own butter.
Yeah. Well, see, I like making real butter, so it should be fermented slightly, like you would with yogurt. So you actually use a yogurt starter on the milk and kind of make like a young yogurt, and then you whip that into butter.
Okay.
And it has such a richer flavor to it. Everyone in Europe has no idea what I'm talking about because they just call that butter. Over here, we just use fresh milk and make butter out of it, and it has like very little flavor compared to what it's supposed to have.
Yeah, right. That's whatever. Okay, see you, CB. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
Have the fun.
Yeah, cute.
Oh,
Everyone
it says
said it now.
it's an onion. I'm sorry, kiddo.
Yeah, I think my cousin, I have a cousin who does not like the texture of onion at all. And I remember, so sorry, I thought I silenced my phone.
No,
What was I saying? Oh yeah, my cousin, I don't know if it's just the texture of onion, but I think she might have an, I wonder if she has an allergy.
onion will kill the cat.
Yes, and the dog. You know what happened to my dog? She got fed a couple of grapes, and
Oh yeah, grapes are very
we
bad.
did not know.
Yeah.
And oh, my husband felt so bad.
Grapes are very bad for dogs, and most people don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, he had like these tremors, and it went out of her very quickly, so that was a good thing. But yeah, that was kind of scary.
But no, Heather, I am actually getting stuff done. It's just people freak out when I do word counts, so I have not been giving them so much, except for in wrap ups.
Everybody's like, what?
Well, I did over 100,000 words last month.
When?
Last month in September.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm not doing. I hate being like all enigmatic, but like
just saying you did things. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have another 5K day today. So
Brag about it, why don't you?
no, I don't know how to do this because I feel weird saying the numbers because I feel like I'm bragging, and I feel weird when I don't say the numbers because people are like, Charlie, you're not saying numbers. Are you not working? I'm like, no, I'm working way too much.
And Cat Leo says it's still September.
I know.
Charlie.
I know.
Right?
I know. The numbers that are on my week 4 vlog that came out today, that doesn't include that's like 7,000 short. So that's 107,000 for September.
No, seriously. I'm proud of you. Like, I am so proud of anybody that gets even one word done. Progress is progress regardless. So
I just don't want people to feel bad because it's hard to get people to understand. I literally have zero life. I have no children. I have no day job. This is all I do. Like,
then it's your job and you're doing your job. That's understandable.
I don't know where the line is on like how much I should like say about what I'm doing and how much to just be quiet about it. I don't know.
Just be proud. Like, if you want to shout it from the rooftops, go for it. You earned it, you know?
For sure.
Claim
Claim
it.
Hey, the pronoun I, you know, onion, the texture of onion can be so different, and there's no guarantees of how it's going to come out. So I kind of get it. I understand.
Yeah, a friend of ours who used to come over to the house all the time was also allergic to onion, and it's really hard because we grew up in the southern I grew up in the southern tradition of cooking, and the first thing that every meal starts with is you chop an onion, and I always had to be like, "Are you coming over for dinner tonight?" He's like, "I wasn't planning on it." I was like, "Well, sometimes you pop by, and I need to know if I'm going to poison you because I cooked onion at the house."
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
Because he had like a severe allergy. Like if I had fried something or cooked something and it was in the air, like he would start getting a rash on his face. He had a really bad onion allergy. I was like, I'm not like saying you have to come over tonight, but I need to know because
like
I don't want to kill you.
I live in this house too, and it's always like expected with dinner to cut up either a fresh tomato and also an onion, and you just have that on the table, and everybody puts it on their plate, or they don't have to, but it's always expected, regardless of what you make for dinner. Onion and tomato, have to be sliced up, ready to go.
I grew up if there weren't table pickles and onions on the table, you didn't set the table yet.
Right.
Yeah.
And some sort of bread, whether it be biscuits or whatever, have it. Yeah.
Yep.
Even bread slices, you know, so you could like butter the bread or what have it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm hungry. Thanks.
Everybody's talking about food. Luckily, I've already eaten. Bex,
Yes.
you and my son eating an onion like an apple.
I can do that too.
Delicious. It's delicious.
Oh
Not
my
saying
God.
that I have done that, but not saying that it happens.
I cannot leave an onion on the counter unattended because he will grab it.
Oh yeah, I would too. What's funny is when I was a kid, we would go sneak in Grandpa's garden, and we would even get like, you know, potatoes or whatever, eat them, and just wash it off with the water hose and start eating that bad boy. You know?
Oh yeah. Yep. And
I
sometimes
mean,
you do it just because Grandpa made you angry and you wanted him to come out there and find his farm undone.
I loved my grandpa. I'm telling you what, he was like the best man I've ever met in my entire life. I miss him so much. He died years and years ago, but oh, I love that man so much.
2 of my 3 grandfathers I loved very much.
Yeah. 2 of your 3.
The other one, not so much.
Too funny.
Oh no, we're very much a his, hers, and ours family. So
because you can't anymore.
we will find a magical thing that we can jab you with and make it all better because technology, yay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on. I want my Katson's like,
Amazing.
just give me a pill, give me a shot, make it all better. You promised.
Yeah, I'm lucky that way too. And luckily, my son doesn't have any allergies or my husband. I might actually now be allergic to dairy milk, but
Heather, how long do you think we're going to go for tonight?
Anyway, we can definitely do at least one more.
Okay, I'm down for one more, but then I gotta go.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm not the person to ask about stuff like that. I do the forever streams.
Oh, I know. And when you have something that you're adjusting your diet in some way, because I have done that for my son, Kat. When we were trying to do the gluten-free thing, because that was the thing for some people with autism, it helps them, I guess. But we tried that, and wheat is in everything, and also dairy product. There's dairy in most everything too. So it was a really difficult thing to do. Oof, that was hard. That was really hard. Let me actually share this. No, I did share it. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I feel like it's about to get serious. Heather has cleared her throat. Everybody, pay attention.
Yeah, I guess so, pretty much. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Okay. How did everybody do? Excuse me. What did everybody do? I did a little bit of cleaning. A little bit. Trying to clean up my desk.
I finished up dinner. And now I am to watch a movie with my hubby and eat me some yummy dinner. All right, Charlie, what did you do?
Yeah.
Charlie, you're on mute.
Yep.
We can't hear you, Charlie.
I read through. I watched Caro's video while I was doing some stuff, and yeah, her tarot reading hits a little close to home, and that's creepy. I'm just gonna say it this way: I have what is probably going to be my final numbers because I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else. 108,171 words for the month of September.
That is amazing. Wow.
I did stuff.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm afraid to do mine. I pulled my cards out. I have them right here, and I thought about doing my own version, but I'm like I said, the stuff that she's talking about, like, oh man, like it really felt like you know that killing me softly, like I'm just like I think I know some of what she's talking about. Like I don't know who the people in particular are that the cards are talking about, but yeah, I've been hearing everything that she said in that reading from people for the last like week or so. Like, yeah, she was eerily on par, and that worries me.
That's so interesting. Wow. So.
I hate you, Heather, but I am going to have to go. So can I just say goodbye to everybody? And Heather, thank you so much for having me. It's always good to come host with you, Charlie. And thank you guys for coming. But I'm out of here, so I'll just say goodbye.
No problem.
And y'all will see me around in the writing community. Thanks again, Heather. I appreciate you.
No problem at all. See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
So,
and then there were two.
And then there were two. How much longer do you want to hang out, Charlie?
That is entirely up to you. Tonight's one of the hubby's late nights, so I don't have anything on the docket tonight. So I actually got really excited when I saw that you sent me an invite to this because I was like, yay, I don't get to just sit around tonight.
With Charlie. Sorry, hubby walked in.
I know that one.
So you can relate. You can climb over the bed. Yeah.
The hubby is a regular feature on my stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the point where I keep threatening that I'm just going to start sending him StreamYard links. Like just join. Just join.
Just join. Instead of coming in. I guess he's doing things. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Here, I'm gonna start shuffling mine, Jules, just because I'm curious, And because if I start getting the same cards, I'm like, if that, because that's 3 people. What are the odds of 3 people basically getting the same same stuff? Like, that's so. You will hear noises. That's me shuffling.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Where's my? Oh yeah, it's on my bookshelf. I do have a set of tarot cards. Actually, I have 2, but I don't. There's one that I bought for some reason because I like the colors in the art, but I didn't like the art, and I've hardly touched it. So yeah, that was pointless. But I have a, what is it called? A Rider Waite that my mother gave me, actually, because my mother has had one of those for a while, probably. She had them for about, well, several years at least, and so.
I am not happy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then. Yeah, we're going to pretend that I didn't shuffle and just somehow randomly picked, not all, but some of the same cards that she did in the places that I didn't want to see them.
What did you just do? I didn't really see. Smile. Oh, just a smile. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's yeah. Let me put those all back together. Yeah, no. Okay, that's just, the universe is telling us something, kids. Be kind. Storm clouds are brewing. Yeah.
Something fell. Oh, speaking of something fell, something did fall in my closet over the weekend. Oh, there was like a big noise. When was that? I think when we were sleeping or something. We were like, what is that? And I didn't know what it was until this morning. I poked my head in my closet. Something in my closet fell. And it was a one of those plastic totes, the big handles. Yeah.
Well, that shouldn't just fall.
And it had like old supplies, old office supplies and things. And some of the things that were in it, or in or near it anyway, were some old CDs from when I was going to college for mass communications and journalism.
That's awesome. Maybe it's telling you that you need to look at some of that again?
Maybe. Some of the pictures I used to take when I was freelancing and trying to go to school at the same time, and whatever. Okay,
so Jules, we need to ask your friend, whose name I can't remember, Learn Tarology. It's their username on YouTube. What does it mean when 4 readings basically pulls the same cards? Because that's weird. That's creeping me out. That's creeping me out. Like, I know what I think it means, but I would love to hear her opinion on that.
Yeah.
That's just
That's really strange. And then I have like there were a whole bunch of sheets for binders, and I still have a whole bunch of them, and these are for
like magic cards.
Slide.
Oh, those are slides. Okay. So I say they're a little square.
that ages me, right? And also this one's for floppy disks.
Oh my goodness. See, I'm living in fear because we're moving my office, and I've decided to basically go through all of my old backups and just destroy the disks. Like, I'm going to go through and make sure there's nothing I don't need anymore, and like basically go from old storage mediums to new storage mediums as part of this clean out. And then I'm just like, what am I going to do about the floppies and the zip disks? I don't think I have drives that work anymore.
You can't find those anymore. So it's like anything I find that's in there. Most things I'm just going to have to toss except for the CDs. There's nothing else that'll read anything else. I'm curious about these pictures.
So what kind of things are you planning for your Etsy shop?
Oh,
Let's
okay.
think
So
happy for thoughts for a minute.
old school. So, hey, what is that? I had a note. Where's that note? I misplaced it. But some of the copy I had come up with over the years, because I had thought about it before. I've thought about it for quite some time. And some of the copy I thought up was, it went, okay, let me think. Was it gifts and, let's see, gifts and cards for writers and lovers of fantasy and science fiction.
That's a good tagline.
So
I like
that was worked in it, and I think I cleaned it up a little bit. It was something to that effect. So, it's almost. I mean, it's basically a shop now, but because it has one item. But again, I need to. It needs a better picture, and also I need to add more stuff. So obviously, seems kind of silly to promote it without it. Yeah,
that's kind of the next project for me, is to put some more stuff up on the Redbubble. I've got it ready. I just haven't put it up.
That's interesting, Jules.
That means we have to get to December 21st. Wait, 21st or 22nd? Which is the solstice this year? So it's 21st.
Well, I don't know. It might be the 21st because the equinox was the 22nd. So at least officially on the calendar, anyway.
21st. I asked the robot.
Thank you. That makes sense.
I always get lost because it's always either the 21st or the 22nd. I can just never remember which until we're getting closer.
Yeah, and very rarely is the 20th. It's pretty rare.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
Yeah, but more often than not, it's about the 22nd. Yeah, it's interesting when I first started talking to people about that, when I would talk about my book, because some things are mentioned. So they'd be like, well, it's always the 21st. And I would say, no, not always.
That's one thing that I'm very particular about with my own stuff is, like, the book that I'm working on right now that takes place on planet Earth takes place in 95, which I lived through, which is nice. So I have memories of like what things were like, but the Weather Channel has the actual weather you can put in. They have a historical weather service, so you can put in the location that the story's taking place and find out what the exact weather was that night. And you can look up the moon phase and stuff like that so that you got that all right too. And I'm very like problematic with all that. I don't like, I'm not smart enough to call it out in other people's writing, to notice it, but like in my own, it's like, it has to be right.
I completely understand.
Hey, Nikki B, I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah. Sorry, Jules. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that freaks me out. Like, given what Caro saw, and then what was in mine, and then that, like,
that is an accomplishment, Eva.
That's magic.
Yes, it is. Something that takes a lot of patience. Eva, we were talking about older things, like slide sheet.
Oh, I don't think you were there for Meadows. Speaking of older things, my mother was getting rid of this. This was the napkin holder in our house when I was growing up, and she was like, "I'm going to throw that away," and I was like, "No, you're not." And so I have this, and I'm going to use it for like paper sorting on the desk.
Yes.
So I have all, but it looks like my kitty. So
very cute.
He's actually finally asleep, so I'm not going to wake her up. But he's so cute.
I was just talking to my mother today, and of course she just moved from one house to another. She was living with somebody, but she is not anymore, and she moved in with a friend. Anyway, she got rid of a few things. I was just like, okay, because we can't take anything because we have this small apartment. So yeah,
I didn't mean to I meant to call her, but she didn't answer the phone, and we've had a creeper in the neighborhood lately. And I was really worried, so I ran up to her house and had an impromptu accidental visit. I am really trying to plan out a serial from start to finish, at least know what how many volumes are going to be in it, and a general idea of what's going to happen. That's what I'm doing, because that seems to be the path I'm on now. So that's what I'm doing. That is Preptoberish.
Okay.
I did want to do a big forever stream tomorrow, because it's it's not tomorrow. That would be Thursday, the 1st.
Okay.
Because for the kickoff of let's plan together, like a big plan with me, and just send links out, and whenever people want to drop in and drop out, that's fine. I don't know 100% if I'm doing that, because I'm assuming nobody got my messages that I sent out about it, because I got 0 responses, not even a no from anyone. And I figure at least somebody would have said no. So I have a feeling that the messages did not go out.
Okay. That could be.
Actually, Eva, I'm not planning one project. I'm just to stay in the spirit of Nano. I want to finish a project.
Wow, I can relate to that.
Because I have a bunch of almost finished here, there, and yonder, and like I said in the vlog today, I've got 3 finished books that haven't seen the light of day, and a bunch of novellas and stuff just sitting around. I want to have something. I want to finish something so that I can start putting stuff out.
Yeah, that made me look up at my Kanban board at the things that I need to do.
Oh no, I'm trying to do. I want to do a rapid release thing, so I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff stockpiled so that I can just bang, 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 just throw it all out into the world. So yeah, step 3 is the hardest, because especially when you're doing serialized fiction like I've started doing, knowing when it's over, that's what I love about the epic fantasy story that I started, because it's about a historical point before the books that I've written. So I already know when it began and when it ended. I'm just writing what happened during it. So it has a definite end. I know how it ended, and I know how it began. I'm just filling in the middle. So that might be what I end up doing in November. I don't know.
Yeah.
Am I giving you angst about your Kanban board?
Too. If I can get out of Act 2 in the next couple of months, I will be happy. That's my plan. It's the middle. A middle. Ugh. Middles are hard.
See, this is what I really enjoy about the style of writing that I do, because and I've talked about this before, the Kisho Tenketsu, the middle is actually divided in half, and right in the middle is where the big twist surprise happens in the
Yes.
story.
Yeah, I'm actually on 2B.
Which is a little bit different than the midpoint, and so everything gets to go crazy. Like it has basically 2 fun and game sections if you use the Save the Cat. Yay, Tamama's internet's back.
Oh, cool. Please continue.
But no, I'm just saying it has basically 2 fun and game sections where one is in the world as they knew it, and then the big twist happens and they realize, oh crap, that's not how the world actually works. And then you basically get a second fun and game section where where they're experiencing the way the world really is. And then comes the hard part, which is Act 4, where everything has to be reconciled and the 2 worlds brought back together so that it makes a cohesive whole. It's a lot of fun.
You know, I have not read it. I don't believe I've read it. What I mean is that I may have read it as a library book, but it came out several years ago.
The Save the Cat writes a novel? Yeah, that came out a couple years ago. I'm talking about the method that I use, which is the Kisho Tenketsu, which is my really bad pronunciation of Japanese, and I apologize. Which is setup, development, twist, conclusion. It's the 4 acts of every part of the story. So every chapter, every part, every book, and every series contains those 4 parts, like a Russian nesting doll.
Right.
And once I started writing in this style, like, I thought I was a genius. I thought I invented something, and then somebody was like, "Oh, so you're doing that Japanese thing?" And I went, "What?" And then I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, there are resources to help me! Yay!" But
Tomorrow, are you expecting another sprint? We can discuss, Charlie.
like I said, it's your stream. We can do whatever you want to do.
I'm getting kind of tired, but possibly could do one more.
It is all 100% up to you.
Oh, why not? One more. Let's do one more. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Kat, that makes me feel better. that makes me feel better. If Carol pulled them and then Jules basically pulled some of them twice and then I pulled them once, that's already 4 times. Like the odds are not in, like, the odds of that just are staggering. That just, I might actually do a quick spreadsheet and figure out what the odds of that are, because I know how to do statistical probability, because that just bothers me. So be warned, I may be doing a spreadsheet this sprint. Statistics, how?
Feel free. Oh, and maybe we'll do it. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Okay. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? And, well, I did some more cleaning. Sorry. I did some more cleaning, and I decided on a photo. Make myself choose. Excuse me. So, yeah, I did that. Made myself choose.
I finished the upload for tomorrow's podcast on why I get really, really angry when people say it's just a soft magic system.
It's a soft. I had to stop and read that.
I'm sorry, that's like my most quoted thing because, well, y'all have heard stories about the events of my life, and somebody inevitably in the corner just, is it raining? Is it snowing?
Water.
Because, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so basically tomorrow's podcast, for anybody who's interested, I go over the 4 things that you have to do if you're creating a soft magic system. Know those 4 things. Don't just be like, I don't need to know anything because it's soft. Like, no. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Just because you don't have to explain everything doesn't mean you don't need to know anything. So yeah.
I agree completely.
Which, by the way, I need help from everybody in the community because I'm supposed to be talking about magic systems during the virtual Ren Fair. And last time somebody asked me to do that, I ended up doing a 6-episode series on my podcast. Because I have lots of feels. So I need focus.
When is that again?
Let's see. That would be the 16th. Let's see. They just put out the schedule for the Worldwide Write-a-thon. That's the 10th and the 11th. And then the next weekend, the 17th and 18th, is the virtual AuthorTube Ren Fair.
Okay, good. That's not this weekend because I have a thing. I have an editing thing event. So next weekend is the which one?
No, so the 10th and the 11th is the Worldwide Write-a-thon. And I haven't checked my email yet, but my phone went ding. So it looks like we have a schedule for that. Oh my, yes, there is a schedule for that. Oh, okay. And I'm going to be on late.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, okay. And then, of course, the first is the Really Bad Terrible Idea stream on Tabuggy and Nerdy Book Nerds channel. They're individually going to try to write all 50,000 words in the first 24 hours of NaNoWriMo.
Oh, yeah.
And I will be co-hosting on 5 of the hours of that.
That's not good. I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to get people to send me questions so that I can be specific because, like I said, I have a lot of feels. I am very fortunate in that I will have finished my series on that, so I will be able to put a link to, like, for more information, see playlist down in the description. So I will at least be able to do that. But yeah, I am, yeah. I think what I might do is, I don't know. I think I might just do a general overview and have a lot of resources for like half of the thing and then open for questions at the end. Just do it like that. Be like, here's a brief overview. Here's some links to videos and further resources. What specific questions do you have? But
Yeah.
like with Heather and her Necronomicon panel, which I'm sure was fine, even though you haven't talked about it yet. I'm nervous.
Oh, I am. Yeah. They did very well. That's the other two that were on the panel. They did very, very, very well. They're very, very knowledgeable people, and yeah, they were very good. Let's just say.
At least you just remember, anytime you have a convention panel, you're never going to be put in the awkward place that I was when they put me on the podcast and new media panel, and everybody decided to brag about their numbers, and I just tried to stay quiet because this was back in the day when I was still running the Confessed podcast. Shout out to anybody who remembers the Confessed. That was such a good show. I really loved doing that. And they're like, yeah, we have these numbers, that numbers. And they're like, but you haven't said your numbers. I'm like, fine, we get about 20,000 downloads a week. And everybody was like, and nobody wanted to talk to anybody else on the panel. And I felt really, really bad.
Oh boy.
Like, it was a fluke. We were the first one in that fandom to do a podcast, and first mover advantage is a big thing in social media.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, you gotta just remember, you can never have because when you're put on the spot like that, you never know what to say, because no matter what answer you give, no matter how accurate it is, it will never be satisfying.
Yeah, exactly. And,
So,
whatever.
just take
It's fine.
I'm sure you did fine.
I'm sorry.
I said, I'm sure you did more than fine.
Oh.
You're just doing that thing that you do, that Heather thing that you do, where you're like, I don't know, I'm just bad at it. Because you can always tell when you're about to do the self-deprecation, because you have a towel, you start playing with your hair right behind your ear, like, I'm just bad at it. It's like, yes, we know, Heather, you think you're bad at it, but we're all here because we love you.
Okay, I'm super embarrassed. So
that's my job.
One.
I have one job in authortube, and that's to make everybody blush at the statements of their own profound greatness. And I'm gonna do it, gosh darn it.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. So yeah, it's just harder also doing things from home because of distractions, because people being at home. So there's that too.
Just be happy that you had a convention, because
people literally handing things to you on camera that you got in the mail. Like, I don't want this now. I don't care if it's a Necronomicon mug. Right in the middle of the panel. Whatever.
I have completely flustered. I win. No, it's true. You self-deprecate way more than you need to, because you are awesome.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
See, they agree. You are the awesome. It's not just me. The audience has spoken. I'm just saying. Just saying. I accept your words in the spirit in which they are offered. But I can't get any redder because I still have sunburn from Sunday. So
yeah, I was home all weekend, and it was a beautiful weekend. But I was home.
Oh, I was too. There was just a cavalcade of people saying very nice things because of the Orla Hart thing. And I don't deal well with compliments either. That's why I dole them out. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be at 10 o'clock. Sorry. I should have looked at the schedule.
So, yeah. Anyway, this coming weekend.
That was the hubby finding a way to circumvent all of my things being turned off so I didn't get notifications.
Oh, okay.
The one thing I forgot to silence is the one thing that he decided to message me on.
Oh, geez.
Anyway, sorry about that.
That's right. Okay. And this is funny. How are you a potato?
I'm a potato. I'm very much a potato.
But, so this thing I'm doing this weekend is about freelance editing. Tell some people about that.
You will be amazing.
I'm just attending. I'm not on a panel. But if I join this group, I guess never say never.
Never say never.
Never. Oh, that's right. You do. You do as well. Eva. Oh. I mean, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. It's called the Be a Better Freelancer Conference.
Ah.
Run by what's it called again? Oh, the National Association of Independent Writer Editors, which I'm really want to join. That's on my list of things to do.
Yeah, I'm only a part of one of those organizations, and I joined Ally, and they've been very helpful in a lot of different ways. That's the Alliance of Independent Authors. That's
yeah.
Orna Ross's thing. Orna Ross and Joanna Penn. Primarily Orna Ross. They've been very helpful. I do like them. It costs money.
I love one of Penn's videos.
Joanna Penn's videos are very good. I like her a lot.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Sorry. Weird noises.
That's funny, cat. Go for all the Just try and see if you can get as many things as you can.
That's basically been my year. So try everything, see what sticks.
Yeah, apparently that's me too.
I think the YouTube thing's going to stick, whether I want it to or not.
Excuse me. I have a problem with my arm sometimes. Excuse me. I'm like, well, that's because sometimes my arm does something really weird.
I understand that.
I'm sorry. As from my old surgery thing. It's an old surgery thing. Yeah.
There are only 2 awards I want to get.
People who have done that, Eva. I'm sorry.
I was just saying there are only 2 awards that I care about, and I don't know that my books will ever get either. Mainly, I want a Lambda Literary Award. That would mean the universe to me. But.
Oh my gosh, that would be exceptionally cool. The only time I ever got an award for anything, well, actually, I did. Because when I was editor of my student newspaper, actually did that a couple of times, but at the community college where I was taking classes. I guess I kind of sort of turned it around because it was a bunch of crap when I started, and then it won an award. Actually won a couple of awards.
That's awesome.
Somewhere along the line, and I was just like, whoa, that's pretty cool. So it was a long time ago.
Well, you know what they say, the future is going to be bright because it can't get much darker outside. That's what my grandmother always used to tell me when like we were having storms or something. She was like, don't worry, tomorrow will always be bright because it can't get much darker outside.
That's awesome. That's a great attitude. My phone's reminding me of something. It was something for oh my gosh, I have it somewhere, or I have the stuff somewhere. I think no, it was the paper won the award, so I never got it. I didn't receive it, but it was whatever. But it was about community college newspapers, whatever. But it's nice. But anyway.
I love how you do that. Like, it was nice. Anyway. Like, you sell yourself so short.
Trying to focus, I guess. No, it was. But I mean, it was a team effort. It was a lot of people working together. So, what was I going to say? I forgot. Yeah. Anywho, I don't remember what I was going to say now. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I did the stupid thing as I loaded up the schedule for the Worldwide Write-a-thon. Like, looking at it going, oh, wow, that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of names on here I don't recognize. That's exciting.
Yeah, I have to go to that conference. Excuse me, that conference website. I have an issue on my neck, actually, the back of my neck. And I do scratch it sometimes, and I apologize. It might be distracting for people. I have a problem.
That is very much a Midwesternism. Anywho, I've never heard that much outside of this region.
I have heard it, but not very often. And I've lived in mostly like Eastern Seaboard type states.
It's kind of like fair to Midland. I don't hear that much outside of here either.
Tell Eva again when the world...
The 10th and 11th of October. And it looks like it is going to be starting at the very beginning of the 10th. So at midnight, when it goes from the 9th to the 10th, it's starting this time around. And I'm just very excited because I recognize a lot of the names that are on here, but there are quite a few names that I do not recognize at all. So I'm hoping to get to watch quite a few of these to get to meet, get to be introduced to some new people. I just feel sorry for Vanessa because on the 10th at 3 Eastern, Vanessa is hosting one of the chat streams with me, Glory, and Stephanie. I don't know if she knows what she's in for. Because Stephanie and I could go on forever. Glory and I can go on forever. The three of us together can go on forever. And yeah, so that's going to be interesting. So
yeah. Eventually. You mean because you don't have much time because of small people?
For which?
I don't know. Eva, she doesn't get to do much.
Well, I'm going to let you know that I don't know what you're wanting to do, but the hubby has just arrived. He's opening the door right now. He's throwing a bag of laundry at the dog. Hello.
I hear a dancing dog.
Yes, the dog is very happy. The dog is very much the hubby's dog. Like, she used to love me and then realized that the hubby goes outside a lot more than I do because he doesn't have the allergies that I do. And so I am dead to her. she just doesn't care anymore. Like, I'm just the person who happens to be in the house most of the time. Yes, even with you giving her baths, she still loves you more.
I love your owl pageant. That's cute. Time for you to do nothing productive. No problem, Eva. Thank you so much for coming and everything.
It was a lot of fun. I did not intend to be on as many streams as I was today, but I got stuff done.
I kept saying, how many streams have you been on?
Oh, it was just the 2, but I didn't think I was not going to do any, but Meadow was all by her lonesome and just like, if anybody wants to be here, and I was just like, okay. You're going to keep me from procrastinating, right? And she's like, yeah.
And I the only really the only reason why I'm on this late is, well, the hubby's watching his game, but also I have StreamYard Pro and I don't have to worry for a little while longer. I'll let it lapse because
oh, and for everybody out there who does the stream, YouTube just pushed a new feature today where you can pin comments on the chat. You can actually pin chat messages. It's not, I don't think it's inflected into StreamYard yet, but when I was
I don't see anything like that.
When I was doing the premiere earlier today, it popped up a little thing saying, as the host of this, you can do this. And I was like, really? And so I quickly typed in a message and pinned it. And so I don't know if it's still there or not, but that's one of the things that I'm curious about is when we're done, I'm going to go look at that video and see if there's still a pinned.
It's within
on the actual YouTube chat, in the options where you have like, yeah, like over where you have like block, add moderator and all that, you now have the option to pin, and it works similar to a super chat that it just floats all the way up to the top and then hangs there for a little bit, full size, and then becomes a little thing that people can click on and see during the chat. So I thought that was kind of nifty. I hope StreamYard makes that a thing that we can do in StreamYard.
Yeah, that would be helpful because if you're doing a live stream, you're going to be in something like that. I mean, you don't have to.
I generally have both chats open when I'm streaming just because I've had my StreamYard chat just completely stop showing me messages on several streams. Just like it just stopped updating. So I'm always, completely stopped.
Like it'll sit there and then all of a sudden I see like 9, 5, 6, 9. And it's like, oh, whoa.
Twice I've had it completely stop on me. And so first thing I do before the stream goes live is I open and have just the chat because you can pop out the chat so you don't have the video playing in another window. A lot of people don't know that you can do that. You can pop out the chat. So you pop out the chat and it's just the chat for that stream sitting over on a separate window just in case StreamYard goes crazy again, because I think I've had my StreamYard do every weird thing that it could possibly do.
I have to go play around and try to figure some stuff out.
But I saw that was a brand new feature today. Thought I would say something.
Thank you. All right. Well, why don't we wrap it up?
All righty, if that's what you want to do. Like I said, your channel, your rules.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and do your outro.
Alrighty. Hello. If you don't know who I am, my name is Charlie. I write under the name of C.E. Dorsett. I have 9 books currently out. Please don't buy them. Better versions are coming. Because there are things I didn't know about myself when I wrote those books, and there are things that I would like to inflect into them. I had a problem where all of the female characters just disappear from most of the books, and I didn't understand why, and now I do, and I'm going to put them back in. Anywho, I also run live streams on my channel, which is youtube.com/CE Dorsett. You can find me there at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays and Fridays doing streams. Wednesday stream, usually 3 hours. The Friday stream, God knows. When it's over, it's over. So, and I also do a podcast, and you can find everything that I do at projectshadow.com.
Cool. Very well done, by the way. So I'm Heather Dewey Pettit, and I am a writer, editor, and sometime artist. And
Can't say that anymore. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm interrupting your outro on your own channel. You have an Etsy channel. You can't say sometime anymore.
I'm sorry.
You have an Etsy store now. I don't think you can say sometime anymore. You have to just say artist.
And just say artist. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to change it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, you have an Etsy store now, honey. You can't say sometime anymore.
And that was gonna be on my list of things to say. So
Sorry.
well, it's my main focus though is really my editing, and then everything else is secondary. So I think you know what I mean. It's like, what's the most important thing? Kind of thing. But
I completely understand that.
But anyway, okay, I'm a writer, editor, and artist. What's that? It's been weird. Let's see. Okay, sorry. Let me get back into it. Okay, so as a writer, I am in the middle of writing my first book, my first novel, which is a young adult fantasy.
Heather, you just cut out.
And I have been for quite some time.
There it is.
And I'm an artist. Yeah, you're sounding kind of odd. And I'm an artist. Yes, and I just started my first Etsy shop. So yeah, there's that. I will make an official announcement later when I have more stuff on it. Because right now it's just one thing. So anyway, it will be like I said earlier. It will have fantasy themes, and it will have possibly Celtic themes, and it will have rarely things as well. I have lots of things I can use to make say gifts for writers. So anyway, on that note, I think I'll end this stream.
Bye, y'all.
Everybody want to say bye? We can say bye. Bye, everybody.